Alright, brother. In this video, I'm sharing with you 3 reasons why you should stop smoking weed, man. Just stop fucking doing it. 3 things that changed massively for me once I quit smoking weed. I used to smoke weed every single day for close to 10 years. Started as a little kid, my first hit, getting high, having fun and all. And before I knew it, I was smoking every single day like a little junkie until I was 22 years old. And that's the moment I finally came to quit. Leave it all behind, the whole life, the smoking weed, the bad habits, the bad friends. And man, this was a good choice, man. It's been 2 years now and a lot has been changed. Like I said, I used to be a little junkie. Right now, I'm an athlete. I'm living the life of my dreams here in the beautiful Medellin, Colombia. I recently ran my first marathon. I'm kickboxing a few times in the week. I got myself into fitness, and overall my life changed massively. And I want to share with you 3 pillars which I think are really important, which are gonna change massively once you quit smoking weed. And the first one is health, obviously. Before money, before your family, friends, everything, health is always the most important thing. If you don't have your health, you can have everything else, but it doesn't matter, right? A poor man or a normal man wants 1,000 things, and a sick man only wants one thing, and that's to be healthy, right? And obviously weed does impact your health. And let's start with talking about the smoking, because I know in Europe, where I'm from, we used to smoke weed in combination with tobacco in the joints. Obviously this is way worse than I know what the American guys do in the United States. I think most people just smoke the weed pure, which is obviously way better for the lungs. Once you add tobacco to it in form of like a blunt or something, or like we in the Netherlands do just with a cigarette, obviously the health issues are way worse. You just fuck up the lungs. But what for me was way more important when we talk just about the weed is obviously the weed itself also impacts your lungs. Oftentimes it's sprayed with dirty shit just to make it pretty. I know in Netherlands there's some dealers who literally put hairspray for the hairs on the weed just to make it look good. Well, you can imagine this is something you might not want to smoke into your lungs. So fucking stop doing that shit. But also the weed itself, it impacts your lungs, but also your brains, man. And that's the worst part for me. I became all shut down. First, after you get high, but after a few years, I couldn't say anymore that I like to be stoned. I was just a fucking tunnel vision, junkie, insecure, closed off to the rest of the world, in my own head, thinking about the same thing, overthinking everything, doubting myself, doubting others. And major thing, which I still experience till this day, is a loss of memory. My memory is just cooked, man. If you ask me what I ate the last week every single day, it will be very hard for me to actually remember this. And yeah, this is horrible, man. This is something you should cherish, your memories, right? You live your life to make beautiful memories. And imagine if you just lose your fucking memories. It's horrible, man. So be safe, man. Don't smoke weed, bro. You fuck up your brains, for real. The second thing, so this was health. It's just not good for your health. And health is the single most important thing you have. Second important is relationships, because at least in my case relationships were fucked up, man. I fucked up a lot of relationships. For example, to start with my parents, I was living on my own from a very young age. From 17 years old I was living on my own. I was still a little kid, right? And there were just moments that I just fucking abandoned my parents. I never spoke to them. I never called my parents to talk about anything. I never told them anything. I was obviously lying a lot because you're smoking every single day and your parents are thinking you are studying and working. And this is just fucked up, man. Once you really get addicted, or once you really are addicted, you probably experience the same thing, that you're lying about so much things to your fucking parents, man. At least I did, which I still feel ashamed for. But also other relationships with old friends or new friends. Just, I was so focused on myself that I would never randomly call a friend to just ask, yo, how are you doing, man? Which can be so valuable if you do so, because people obviously appreciated this a lot, right? To just keep in touch and just call someone for the sake of it. Yo, how are you doing, man? Those are things I do right now, and people love it. And yeah, same for my brother and my sister. I never spoke to them actually back then. So if your experience is the same, it is the weed, man. Weed just keeps you in your head, in your own head. You only think about yourself, about stupid shit. You forget about all the other things that's happening in the world. And that's why I would highly recommend you to quit smoking weed. The last thing, the third thing, is your lifestyle. And this is obviously a huge topic, a very broad topic. But the single most important thing is that you are just fucking up your life. You are spending your time very, very poorly. When you smoke weed, you do fuck all on the couch, listening music, watching movies. But in your head, you feel productive. You feel like you had a good day. Oh yeah, I was hanging out with friends and we had so much fun. But actually, you're just fucking up your life. You're hanging out with the same people, having the same conversations, doing the same things every single day, week after week after week. And before you know it, like this, a few years has passed. And that's a shame, man. That's what I had. I worked a sales job in a call center for 3 years. And if I look back on it, when I look back on it, it's just like 3 years, literally nothing changed, man. I've just been standing still for 3 years, living the same life, meeting the same friends, doing the same things, going to the same football games every weekend. Nothing changed, man. For 3 years, right now I would say I just threw 3 years in the bin. If I look at what changed for me the last 2 years, it's insane the things I could have done. And that's what I also wish for you, man. If you just get this weed out of your life, you will actually see how much possibilities there are for you to pursue careers, pursue dreams you used to have as a little kid, and not waste your time on the couch with your ass sitting down. But you want to get out them and do something with your life. A little thing I can add to this, which I'm experiencing right now since I started talking to you, is an easy mindset change that can change your whole life around. And that's becoming, or at least changing yourself from being a consumer of drugs, of weed, of alcohol, of movies, of music, to become a producer, to create something, to become a creator. Right? Usually these days we call people like content creators. Well, I think I like this name better than influencer. But you can create anything, man. You can create your own game. You can create your own song, your everything, man. Your own community for whatever, for sports, for fucking book club, anything. You can build things yourself. Everything you see around you, from every tile on the floor, every bin outside, every car, everything was created by people, man. And once you change yourself from being a consumer to becoming a creator, wow, things are gonna change massively. So I would highly recommend you to find out for yourself what you can create, how you can change your life around. Let me know, I'm very curious what you think. Let me know in the comments, and obviously make sure you get yourself a subscription on the channel, and I will see you tomorrow in the next video. Whoosh!